All right, next up, I want to share a quick pro tip with you, which is how to design custom model layouts. So model layouts are a relatively new feature in Power BI Desktop, and what they allow you to do is create custom views or diagrams to show specific portions of larger, more complex models. So in this example here, we've created two new views. On the left, we have a sales view that displays only the tables related to our sales data table. And on the right, we have a returns view that displays only tables related to returns. Now, important note here, this doesn't actually duplicate anything. It doesn't create copies of tables. In fact, as you make changes to a table in any one of your views or tabs, those changes sync across every instance of the table. So this is really just more of an organizational tool than anything else. So with that, let's jump into Power BI Desktop, and I'll show you what this looks like. All right, so here we are in the model view of our AdventureWorks report. And as you can see here, we've been building our model kind of by default in this first layout tab. It's called All Tables. This is a very standard approach, but let's say we wanted to create some custom diagrams or specific views from our full model. Well, we can do that by clicking this plus sign to add a new layout tab. And all we need to do here is grab a table from our data pane over here on the right. Let's take sales data and drop it into the canvas. Now what I could do is start grabbing individual fields like customer lookup and pulling those into the diagram as well. Note that it preserves the relationship from our original model. We don't need to recreate those from scratch. And also note that if I make changes here, like unhiding the customer key in the sales data table, and I jump back to our all tables view, that change synced with every version of the sales data table. So let's turn that back on. There we go. We can see that it's synced back with our Layout 1 tab. Now there's an easier way to pull in any related table that's tied to our sales data table. First, I want to get rid of this customer lookup table. And it's important to note I can right click, but I don't want to click delete from model. That will actually delete the table everywhere, not just from this specific layout. Instead, I want to use the remove from diagram option, which will get rid of it here, but keep it in our original model, which is exactly what we want. Now check this out. I'm going to go back to this layout tab, and instead of pulling in tables manually, I'm going to right click an empty spot on the canvas and use the add related tables option. And check this out. It's going to pull in all of the tables related to our sales data table automatically. So we've got product lookup, calendar lookup, customer lookup, and territory lookup. We can go ahead and give this sheet any name we choose, like sales model, and we're good to go. So let's do the same thing with returns. Drop it in, right click, add related tables. You can see this time it pulls in just product, territory, and calendar because there's no relationship to the customer table. So that looks good too. We can name this one returns model, and it's as simple as that. So you can go ahead and keep these layouts, keep these tabs in place if you'd like. Generally speaking, this is typically used for much larger or more complicated models. So I'm going to go ahead and just remove these tabs. You can just click the X or right click to delete. And we're back to our original all tables model. So there you go, quick pro tip on how to create custom model layouts.